Hello YouTube, in today's video we're going to be going over something slightly different from our usual Warzone content, and we're going to be covering VPNs. More specifically, we're going to cover what a VPN actually is and how it works, why people are turning to VPNs for a more fun experience, and finally, and probably the reason most of you clicked on today's video, the VPN that I use and how you can get it and start it up. So what does a VPN actually do? So it takes some of your data and tells Call of Duty that you're playing in a different location than you actually are. Most of the locations are strategically picked where there tends to be a lower player count overall on the servers. This gives the matchmaking a decision to make, either make me wait God knows how long to find a lobby with my skills and credentials with very little people playing anyway, or put me in the next available game so that I'm not waiting a lifetime. So that's exactly what the matchmaking does. It puts you in the next available lobby, but this is where people get VPNs all wrong. People think that this means every lobby is a bot lobby and you're going to ruin a lot of people's gaming experience that are protected by SBMM, but that is just not the case. It simply puts you in the next available lobby. This could be a top tier sweat lobby or an average lobby with some good and bad players, or it could give you a bot lobby where the majority of players are below average. That part is random. That's why there are different locations to choose from so you can get the best experience for you. The specific VPN that I use, which I'll come on to later on in this video, comes with a geofence which most other VPN providers don't have, and it simply puts an imaginary fence around a location that you want to find servers. So I'm in the UK, so I set my geofence to the UK and I'll only find servers within that specific area. This, coupled up with a VPN, works extremely well. So why do people actually VPN? So now we know what a VPN does. Why do people feel so aggrieved by the skill-based matchmaking system that they fork out their own money to purchase a VPN? Well, there's many reasons. It means that you can have a more relaxed, casual experience while playing the game. It means that you can play with all your friends of any level, as normally with SBMM, you have to play with your high-skill friends just to give you any shot of winning a game. It means you can run off-meta loadouts or play the game differently than you normally would. Certainly from a content creator's point of view, it makes my job so much easier. It also gives you a chance to swap from controller to keyboard or mouse or vice versa and try a different input device, because otherwise, for instance, I play controller at a 3 KD level, and if I was to swap to keyboard and mouse, I know I would be at the very bottom of players on that input, playing at a literal 0.1 KD. But with skill-based matchmaking, it can't tell the difference. All that would happen is I'd throw every game for God knows how long until the SBMM adjusted to my ability. Which brings me on to another point with SBMM, and that the algorithm places your stats on the basis that you're playing at 100% of your ability all of the time, which is just not humanly possible. And finally, and probably the most ridiculous part of SBMM, is it prioritizes skill over connection. So not only do you have to play against the very best players to ever play the game, you have to do it with the worst possible servers with high ping and stuttering, which just creates the most anger-inducing experience you could possibly get. So just to quickly add before I show you my VPN, Call of Duty have come out in the last month or so with a statement which for the first time ever admits the use of skill-based matchmaking. In the statement, they go on to say that they are going to be more transparent with skill-based matchmaking and how it works, which we are still waiting to hear more about, but I personally believe that there's more to this. I think that they know the community are up in arms and sick and tired of the current SBMM system, and it's finally reached a point by where they are losing players because of it. Most other gaming developers that use SBMM are very open about it and work with the community to find a happy medium where most players are going to get the best experience from the game, and I think that's what Call of Duty are going to start doing and need to do so to keep the player base and keep them happy, but to also stop forcing people into purchasing third-party software to enjoy the game, which is just ridiculous. So just a quick disclaimer before I show you exactly how the VPN works. I do believe it only works on PC, so if you're on console, this probably won't work for you. In fact, I think it definitely doesn't work on console whatsoever, but if you're on PC, you can definitely go onto the website, download the software. It's SBMM off. I'm not affiliated in any way like that. It's just what I use, it's what I like. The reason I've chose it is because it's a one-off payment. You pay it and that's it, done. Most other VPNs have like a yearly subscription, which I don't think it's worth it. Also with SBMM off, I don't know about other VPNs, but I know most of them don't have this feature, but this has a geofence, which again, I'll show you how this works when we go through. So straight away, once you've downloaded it, you'll get the software, you log in, and then simply you'll be met with this page here. There's 52 different locations to choose from, and you can choose from open, that type, to strict. Again, I don't know how that works, but it's something that you can fiddle with to find what works best for you. I found that strict works best for me, and I just tend to go to Kazakhstan for my location. From there, you simply connect and you wait for it to do its thing, and whilst that happens, I normally go to geofence. So firstly, you need to select the game that you're using, which for me, it's obviously Call of Duty. And then you choose which location you want your geofence to. I choose the UK, so that means that I don't find any servers outside of the UK, which gives us the best possible ping. And like I say, you pair that up with a VPN and it works incredibly well. So just to make sure that the VPN's connected and is working, you go into Call of Duty, you go down into account and network like this. You go down into network info, and as long as the geographical region is the location that you've selected, so whatever that says KZ is Kazakhstan, that means that it's worked and I'm now playing on Kazakhstan servers. Thanks to everyone that got to the end of the video. Like I say, I'm not affiliated in any way with SBMM off, but there is a link in the description box down below if you want to check out the website, potentially download the VPN. And don't forget, guys, I'm live right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, dropping high kill games on Warzone and Resurgence. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.